What's good, folks? We back. Listen, anime has given us a lot of legendary groups over the years, but when you really think about it, there was something different about groups like the Akatsuki and the Phantom Troupe. They weren't just these powerful groups, they almost felt real in a way, and every member felt important in their own way. Every design stood out, and even though everyone felt completely different, they still felt like they belonged in the same group and nobody felt like a random addition. I think that's why after all these years, people still can't forget about them. So today, I want to break down why groups like this work so well in the first place. Now listen, the first thing you think of when you see the Akatsuki or you see the Phantom Troupe, you think of their appearance. And listen, the Akatsuki, bro, that one black background with that one red cloud, it stands out so much. Listen, it's simple, but it's powerful at the same time, because you show this to about anyone, they probably gonna recognize it. And let me tell you, it's something extremely hard about having a design so simple but working so flawlessly like that. And I feel like that alone just set up the Akatsuki for success. But when you look into the Phantom Troupe, they all got different fits. Some of it is drastically different, but they still fit together seamlessly. Listen, they fit with the character's personality, they fit with how they act and who they are, and you can see it through the clothing. Like Naruto and Hunter x Hunter made it work in two different ways. It's not just the clothes, it's not, it's not the drip. It's not the drip. Hey, y'all fuck with the shirt? But it's not the drip at all. It's how these characters exist with one another. Because when you really see it, listen, you can start with Naruto. You look at the Akatsuki. You look at a group like Kisame and Itachi. Kisame, this loyal person who's been loyal his entire life, and he built a connection with Itachi, who's in a way a traitor, but at the same time, they just like, they blend together so seamlessly. And that's kind of where I'm getting at with, they know what the hell they doing. And when you look at the Phantom Troupe, a lot of times they're less of a 2v2 group, but when they coexist with each other, you can see they hanging out. Listen, they having arm wrestling competitions, they just having a good ass time. And I feel like that part right there, just, even though both of these groups are basically villains, you can still see the human in them, and I really rock with that. Just because so many shows be showing the bad guy and only showing what's bad about him, what he doing bad about him, not what he doing in his free time, not how he living, how he thinking. You can see that with every one of these characters. Listen, when you look at a character like Frollo, you listen, this guy, he, even though it seems like he's calm and he probably just keep to himself, he actually really cares about everybody in the Phantom Troupe, and he cares about the group more than himself. And I feel like that's a dynamic that we don't see very often. And when you look into the Akatsuki, that group is a bit different, I ain't gonna lie. But you can see that they're all in there for a reason. They're all fighting for something. Like even Kakuzu, you see that this man, he all about his money. This man, I ain't gonna lie, he don't care about none of that shit they talking about in the Akatsuki. But you can see that he in there because he got banished and he just needed somewhere to go. And at that point, this man, he didn't care about village, he didn't care about nothing, he just cared about his money. You could see that that's why he was there. But when you look at someone like Kisame, he actually believed in the Akatsuki and what they were doing. He wanted a future where there wasn't any violence left, that everybody was just in a dream state and they just living their lives peacefully. So they fighting for something as well. And I think I really rock with that. And one part that people don't actually talk about a lot is like just how, even though you got this group all fighting for the same thing, there's always this one person, oh dirty bastard, going in and fucking it up. Like when you look at Itachi, his motive was to protect his brother and help out the people of the Leaf Village, and he didn't really believe in the Akatsuki's plan like that. And then you look at the Phantom Troupe, you see that they let Hisoka in there. I don't know about that, but you see that he didn't give a damn about what they was doing. This man, he wanted to pack everybody up. I don't know. Listen, Hisoka, he a weird dude, I can't lie. But you can see that both of these groups are fighting for someone. They always have somebody in there that could have completely different motives. And I think that's actually very interesting. The fact that these two have different goals in mind, it adds another layer to the group. Because then you start questioning what everybody wants in the group. Who's really for the group and who's not. I think that really helped with the story in itself. But it's not just how they look or what they fighting for, it's how they actually get together, because when you really pay attention, these groups don't feel like random villains in the same organization. They feel like people who actually know each other. Like in the Akatsuki, you got characters like Itachi and Kisama. On paper, they don't even feel like they should work together. Kisama is a bit loud, very violent, and he comes straight with it. And Itachi, he calm, quiet, and he's like completely mysterious. But that's exactly why it works, because they don't need to be the same person to function as the same team. And then you look at the Phantom Troupe. It's obvious that the Phantom Troupe was really just a group of people who ended up in the same path. And that what makes it hit different, because most anime villains, they're just waiting for the heroes to show up. But groups like this, they feel like they live in their own lives even when the main character isn't around. And that's kind of rare. But when you really step back from all of it, it's not just the designs or the personality or even the abilities that make the group stand out. It's the impact they leave behind. Because the moment they show up in the scene, you feel it. Listen, you feel that tension build up. You feel that presence, the weight. You know something important is about to happen, even before anything starts. And that's what separates groups like the Akatsuki and Phantom Troupe from everyone else. They don't just exist in their story, they dominate the moments they're in. That's why they stay in your memory long after the fights are over, long after the entire series is over. Not because you remember every little detail perfectly, but because you remember how they made you feel. And that feeling is what makes them unforgettable. But if you like the video, like, subscribe, hit the notification bell if you want to. And if you want to see my breakdown on me covering some of the greatest, most emotional fights of shonen history, listen, we got the Naruto, we got the Gon, we got all of that. Definitely click right there. But if you like the video, like, subscribe, hit the notification bell if you want to. And go don't click the video if you ain't trying to hear me sing. But it's all still over. Hit the subscribe.